What's going on? This is John Olson, and I am the host of Scalarius. Scalarius is your new favorite paranormal and comedy podcast. At Scalarius, we talk to comedians about paranormal experiences they've had while on the road, whether it was in a hotel they were staying in, a bar, club, or theater they were performing in, or maybe it was just a story they were dying to tell. Either way, Scalarius is the podcast that you need to hear. You can find Scalarius anywhere there's podcasts, but specifically right here on Spotify.
Welcome to Ouch. Was that a ghost? This podcast may contain graphic material, which some listeners may find disturbing. Listener discretion is advised.
Help me.
Now that we covered that, here's your host, Liss.
Welcome back to Ouch, Was That a Ghost with Liss and
Mike. Mike back for another show. Let's do it. Let's get this. Very excited today. I heard some Koi Koi coming, and I'm so excited about it. So let's do this.
You love koi ponds?
Oh, yes. Koi ponds are my greatest.
Before we get into today's story, I just want to thank our new Patreon, Annie.
Yeah, Annie. Patreon coming in hot. Let's go. So excited.
I thought you were going to do Annie, are you okay?
Oh, I was gonna. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been struck by a Patreon. Just wrote that song right now. It's an original.
It's amazing.
Yes, thank you. I did all my singing lessons since I was young to work up to this point.
I remember Dad's big joke was, what'd you do with all the money?
What'd you do with all the money? Who sings that song? Well, why don't you just let them? Oh. And then you dump meatballs and it's a whole different story.
Probably where the love of dad jokes came from.
More than likely. Yes, we love our dad jokes.
So what are you doing for St. Patty's Day?
I think I'm going to my friend I work with's bar.
The bar?
The bar. In the bar. And we're going to probably have a couple green bears there. And then we'll go he might have a Irish band playing or something, and then I think
Dropkick
family
Murphys.
Friends having a little dinner at their house or something. What are you up to? Anything good?
I'm working. I'm a loser.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Well,
Yeah.
You give other people a break. That's nice of you. Not a big St. Patty's Day guy normally, but this year for some reason I'm in the spirit, so ready to go out and do it.
Yeah, it's fun when some years doing the pub crawls and all that.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy around here. Boston's huge for St. Patty's Day. They love that shit. So you can find anything, anytime when you want to go do something.
Do you know, I'm probably one of the only people in the world, I never liked parades. And we used to go to the St. Patty's Day parade in Boston all the time, and I just never liked parades. I thought that was stupid. Yeah.
No, I'm not a big parade guy either. Like, I brought the kids, and I don't even think the kids liked them that much when we went.
Mine either. I used to bring them. I'd lug them down. I'd lug them to closer ones, to further away ones, and they didn't like any of them. So I'm like, well, why bother?
And I think part of it was I used to have to march them when I was in the military. We used to have to do the marches for them, so they just aggravated me from the jump having to do that all the time.
No, and you had to be there like hours before mustering.
Yeah, it was so bad.
So today, I was going to do a St. Patrick's Day story, but somehow I landed on this one.
No, that's
this
okay.
Is from Nigerian mythology. This is Madam Koi Koi, also known as Lady Koi Koi, Miss Koi Koi, Madam Moke, Miss Konoko, Miss Konkoko, or my favorite, Madam High Heel.
Madam High Heel, let's get it. Working the night shift.
Nobody knows exactly when this all happened, but most stories, like every legend, has little different versions. But the story from Nigeria, the most popular one, is that she was a teacher in secondary school, and she was gorgeous. She was known for her trademark red heels that she wore.
So like Dorothy, basically, from The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, okay.
I was thinking Carrie Bradshaw, but
that,
go Dorothy.
Yes, either way.
But her name was given because of the noise that her high heels make, because I guess koi koi is what a high heels sound like.
What you doing over there? You wearing some heels? Koi, 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 koi.
And this
You're just coying around with your heels on.
I love that, though, in other regions, like different animals and different things are said to make such different sounds. Like cats to Spanish, you're supposed to be like, mew, mew.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's meow, meow.
Yeah.
What do you mean, mew?
It's so funny. That's some of the reasons I love watching some of the foreign films with subtitles, because they do make those weird sounds for animals and stuff. It's the best.
This beautiful, stylish teacher was known to just randomly start beating up kids in the hallway for no reason at all. So she wasn't that liked by the kids.
Well, I imagine not. I mean...
It was just koi koi slap, koi koi kick.
This girl's coming at her with a koi koi. Let's get out of here.
That sounds like Street Fighter, like koi koi.
Hadouken, koi koi. Oh my God.
Eventually, she got fired because she slapped a student and injured her ear. I guess that was going too far. That was the tipping point
that's
right
the
there.
tipping point. We start getting students to be deaf, that you're out of here. That's it. We're done.
As she was driving home that day, some sort of accident happened, and right before she died, she vowed revenge on the school and its students. So soon after at the school, students would report after they headed to bed for the night. Headed to bed for the night?
Yeah.
Okay. They would hear a koi koi sound. So obviously it was heels in the hallway.
Mom, is that you? Koi, koi, koi. Oh, no. It's those heels coming after me.
Madam High Heel.
Oh, God.
Another version goes that she was still a teacher and super fashion forward, but she always had on her signature piece, her high heels. She was a nasty teacher, I would think like Trunchbull, and she beat and tortured the kids any chance she got. The students just got tired of it, and they saw that no other teachers or adults were helping, so they decided to take matters into their own hands. And one day after school, they waited till the evil teacher was leaving for the day, and they cornered her and gagged her to muffle her scream.
Oh, that's nice.
As the group started wailing on her, one of the students took off her shoe and started beating her with it until the teacher just stopped moving. And this kind of scared the students, so they took her and threw her over the fence and ran, hoping that people would think somebody else robbed her, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Then they went back to school as normal, and nobody seemed to say anything. No police, no teachers calling them in for questioning. It's like they got away with it. But as the days passed, the students involved started disappearing without a trace, one by one, until one was remaining. The one that used the shoe.
Oh, boy. Did they wear the shoe around? Like, just coying around with the shoe that they saw?
One koi.
Oh.
If they just had one shoe, it would be koi.
Just that hopping koi.
Koi hop, koi hop.
Koi hop, koi hop. Very good.
And this student told anybody that would listen what they had done, and that he heard the high heels every night when he went to sleep, but nobody believed him. And one day, while he was laying down and he heard the koi koi, he went to investigate the sound, and he was found the next morning beaten to death.
Oh, shit. So this entity could actually take physical form and destroy him?
I guess.
I love it. I mean, now, is she, like, does she have her actual shoes on, or is it like a spirit shoe that makes the koi sound?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know if she went back and got them and, like, those are my shoes, bitches.
That would be terrible for eternity in high heels walking around. Like, you never get to wear slippers.
That's
what I'm kill.
Yeah, unless she's just hovering above and the koi sound's just made naturally. I don't know.
It's a spectral koi?
Yeah, it's a spectral koi.
So the school closed and they sent all the students home. Oh, well, did I say that he was found the next day beaten to death?
Yeah, so they closed the school because of the one kid dying?
Well, the whole crew, like, it went through all the students that were involved, and then that one kid, and then they said, okay, that's enough. Just like when you hit an ear, that's enough.
Yeah.
And the students were sent home, and they spread her story. And it's also said if you lay eyes on Madame Koi Koi, it's a death sentence.
Okay.
But across Nigeria, students in secondary school to this day still claim to hear Koi Koi wandering the halls.
Oh, if I worked in that school, I would fuck with everyone so bad. I just have a recording of Koi Koi on me at all times.
I just leave it in the bathroom because
So she had a Robert. Did she have a Robert the Doll effect where like you just see her and be dead, and that's what it was?
At the very end, they said if you see her, it's a death sentence, but nothing further than that. That was all it said.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Maybe I should look her up and see what she looks like. Oh, you love these ones that just you look at them and you die. You love those stories.
Well, I was just curious what it was, and then I just went down this because I was looking at a different story, the slit mouth lady that hung out in bathroom stalls, and somehow I got over to this.
Oh, interesting. Is
And
that a Japanese lady, the slit mouth lady?
Yeah. Oh, you know it?
I've heard of her. Yeah,
my son was telling me about her, and I was like, oh my gosh. And he was like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of different versions. So I am going to do her eventually.
Yeah, that's a good story, too, without a doubt. Cool.
You said cool or koi?
I said koi. 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 That might be my Halloween costume. It's me wearing heels and just having a recorder going, koi, 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 koi. And no one will get it but you. It'll be great.
I would love it.
And maybe our Patreons will get it, or your Patreons will get it.
I know. I've been putting a lot of yours on Patreon. I should put this as a regular episode.
Well, it's up to you. You're the mastermind behind it all.
I'm the evil genius.
The evil genius. I just get to fool around on Facebook for a while. That's all I get to do.
I know. You're awesome on that.
Yeah, it's fun. And then, I wish more people message on Patreon because we'd get a lot more interaction. Or even on Spotify. That would be fun.
Well, Spotify, since I switched to Spreaker as a hosting site, there's a whole bunch of messages on Spotify, and I can't even post them.
Yeah.
It says I have them, but I can't even see what they are.
Oh, that's weird.
And the thing that stinks about Spotify is, like, you can't respond to them on there.
Yeah. I mean, Facebook's the easiest for doing all of it, obviously. But
yeah.
I mean, Patreon's pretty easy, too, once you're on there. But, yeah.
Yeah. No, a lot of people love Instagram. I'm just not that good at it.
Yeah. I don't even have an Instagram, honestly. Maybe I should start one.
You should. That way you can go on Ouch. My gosh.
Yes, I should. I didn't even know. You got to inform me of these things. I might have an old one, actually, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Check it out.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone, for listening. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you need more content or just want to help support the podcast, head on over to patreon.com and search Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you need some snazzy merch, you can find it at crowdmade.com by searching Ouch, Was That a Ghost? If you have a story you'd like to share, you can email it to ouchwasthataghost@yahoo.com. You can also find us on Facebook and all the other social media platforms under Ouch, Was That a Ghost?
Help me.
All links can also be found on ouchwasthataghost.com.